What's up, people?
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Your boy CL Cool.
It's your boy Tez.
Podcast of Still Up Pro Wrestling. ... I think.
Don't forget them 3 dots.
Never forget them. Look, man. Let's talk about something that we talked about earlier.
Okay.
What do you want to speak on?
Yeah. I want to talk about finishers.
Okay.
In wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once upon a time, I don't even care if it was a DDT.
Yeah.
When you saw that move, the match was done. It was over. When you hit it, the crowd, you already knew it was a wrap. 1, 2, 3.
It's amazing that DDTs used to end matches, right?
Yes. The back suplexes used to end matches.
Yeah.
Top rope drop kicks used to end matches.
Yeah.
Now, I get it that times change and things evolve. And as moves get a little bit more complex, some of the older, more simpler moves get turned into transitional moves.
Yeah.
But there are some devastating finishers that have been turned into transitional moves. And, a DDT, everybody knows different variations of a DDT. Now, you got double arm, tornado. It's so many different DDTs you can do now. So obviously a basic DDT now, you wouldn't expect it to end a match unless hit a certain way. But for example, once upon a time when Shawn Michaels tuned up the band, when he hit that super kick, it was done.
Game over.
It was done.
Game over.
And nobody hit it like Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
That was it. Super kick, boom.
Boy.
Now, you can barely go through one show, WWE or AEW, or really any wrestling company. I put money on it. Any wrestling company. Tell me when you don't see a super kick as a transitional move somewhere in the match.
Yep.
And there's certain people that execute it and make it look smooth. But to me, it's lost the spark if it didn't finish the match.
Yep.
And that's why I get kudos to my boy Dolph. He tried to bring it back. But again, it only works if it's going to end the match. Even though he turned it into a finisher and got a few victories, now when he hits it, you know he's not going to win.
Yep.
So, super kick parties with, and to me, the super kick party really put a dagger in it.
Yeah.
It was like, if it wasn't done at that point, it was done.
It's done.
Super kick party.
Canadian destroyers used to destroy you. Now you can do a Canadian destroyer off the top of a building, and we jumping back up like ain't nothing happened.
Like
dust not self off like Jay-Z. And kind of what we talked about in our AEW way too long pay-per-view thing, because it's part of it.
Yeah.
Finishers. Like is like a stunner was a finisher. You remember rock bottom used to be a finisher?
Yes.
Yeah, not no more. Pedigree's not even finishers for real no more. If you think about it. People jump out of those now.
They jump out of pedigrees.
Yeah.
It amazes me how, and these are not, now see how gay the DDT is an example, because DDT now looks simple compared to how many different ways you can hit one now. Yeah, but moves like a pedigree, like a stunner, those visually are still impressive. And they
Canadian
still
Destroyer.
Devastating. Canadian Destroyer, these moves still look devastating, but they're transitional. Why? That's the part I don't understand.
It's like wrestlers today is like, you know what? We're gonna like, instead of working a match and making it slow and telling a story, we're gonna hit you with 1,000 to make it look crazy.
Yeah.
And that's how we're gonna do it. And that's how you don't need to do it. And I'm not saying we wrestling geniuses, because we're not. You know what I'm saying? But we know we like as fans. And we know we like growing up and where all the money really was in the 90s and the early 80s and stuff like that. And super kicks were ended matches. Yeah. Stunners were ended matches. You know what I'm saying? DDT, even from when Jake the Snake did it, were ended matches. Like now, nah. Like even Randy Orton DDT, when he take you through the middle of the rope and he drop you on your head, don't even end a match. And that look devastating. You think he dead. And no, he get up at the count of 2. So it's just one of those things to where it's a problem, and they need to bring that back to where like you don't need 50 finishers to have a great match. And that 5-star Dave Meltzer match, I think, was one of the reasons why. Like you give matches like the Best Friends versus Santino and Ortiz in the parking lot. You get it a 5-star match, but Hogan versus Rock is not 5 stars, 3.
Exactly. And
How?
that's a classic.
How?
And they actually had a heel turn in that one. They switched roles.
Yeah. So how is Rock Hogan at WrestleMania a 3.5-star match, but you give that parking lot match a 5-star because everybody's doing 50 different type of moves? That's what I'm saying.
Makes no sense. It's like it's got to be visually. It's got to be poetry in motion. It's got to be visually impressive now, instead of actually building to something. And I want y'all to look at it like this. Everybody's favorite part of a cake is normally the icing. Very rarely is it the actual cake, even though the cake is good.
Yeah.
But people want the icing on the cake.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine having more icing. Flip it around. Imagine having a tub full of icing with a little bit of cake on top.
Not that good.
Not that good. That is how, to me, that's how this is now. We get these matches where it's a bunch of icing with a little bit of cake.
A bunch of just high flying. And before we go, I'm gonna tell you the one thing I hate. The whole pyramid off the top rope.
The Tower of Doom.
The Tower of Doom. Stop doing it.
TNA, I blame y'all for that.
Oh my god.
Because all them doggone flying Elvis's matches, the matches, the original X Division matches with the Amazing Red and everything, I remember those. Those were, you saw probably a pyramid once a show. And then the women started doing it in the matches.
Stop doing it.
And then WWE kind of took on.
Stop doing it.
Yeah, it's not. No.
And by the way, I'm gonna tell you something before we go. A good friend, well, not a good friend, but he's not a friend of mine. I just think of him as a friend because we have the same ideology. Jim Cornette said, Austin and Rock drew the most money in WrestleMania history, and they never came off the top rope once. Food for thought.
Let that marinate.
Austin Rock at WrestleMania in Houston drew the most money, and they never came off the top rope once.
Woo.
Your boy still cool?
It's your boy Tez. Oh, hey, you know what? Before we shut it down,
What's up, man?
let it be known.
Yeah.
We don't dislike modern day wrestling.
Yeah,
Because
we
are
love
wrestling fans through every era.
We love it.
But we just letting you know, sometimes you can tone it down. Watch an AEW pay-per-view, watch an AEW show, watch the the Bryan Danielson match, the reaction it gets, the Dax Harwood, watch that match, and then watch a Dante Martin match.
Yeah.
Watch the investment in each match or lack thereof.
Gotcha.
So I'm just saying, it speaks for itself.
Yeah. Peace out.